Hello. Welcome to this disciplined download on letting go of social media and market noise, which is not easy. We can tell ourselves that we're ignoring it, but sooner or later it gets to us, and it can definitely affect your trading. We also tell ourselves that advertising doesn't work on us. Oh, so I'm going to see a commercial on TV and then just run right out and buy it? I'm way smarter than that. Well, I mean, advertising is expensive, but it does work. It's working on somebody. So we can only assume that stuff gets to us subconsciously. And if you're watching this video, then you probably are smart enough and aware enough to realize that, yeah, the noise out there can get to you. And you see all these other people who are just bragging and pretty much just masturbating in public and showing off. Oh, I made this much money before breakfast and all this stuff. And there's bought a second Ferrari and all that. Man, I think they're really doing a disservice to people when they put that stuff out there. I mean, how often do you see somebody putting out there, excuse me, oh, I made a huge mistake today? You don't see that. And I think we should see that. But anyway, what we're going to do today is not about actively trying to ignore the noise. We're not going to just be like, "Oh, screw it, I'm not going to pay attention to that," because that doesn't really work. We're talking about your subconscious here. We're going to tackle this at a deeper level. So I'd like for you to start by watching the ball as it moves across the screen, keeping your head still and your eyes following it pretty much all the way. Take a moment to get situated and let's go. All right, take a deep breath, please. And now I'd like for you to think about how it really would help to just feel like you're measuring yourself against yourself and you're not comparing yourself to other people. I think it's completely normal and natural for us to want to compare ourselves, but it really doesn't help at all. I mean, back in the day, we used to compare ourselves to other people in our community. And then, like, people on TV were just like out there. But now you have reality shows and you have all these people just exhibition what's the word, being exhibitionists online, and it's hard not to compare yourself to them. So I would like for you to imagine that if you were to be able to truly ignore that stuff, how would it help you and anyone else you care about? How would it help your trading? All right, good. Take a deep breath. And so there must be some times in which you have felt bad comparing yourself against what you see on online or wherever. And I'd like for you to remember that. What's like the first time or the worst time that you really did feel bad as you were comparing yourself? Where is that in your body? Move your eyes and allow yourself to tune into that discomfort right now, please. All right, good job. I recently had to go to, it's not like I had to, I wanted to go to my son's open house at high school. And I saw all these high school kids, and I couldn't believe how little they were. I mean, When I was in high school, just it was a whole different era, of course, and just a whole different life in a way. And do you remember what it was like then? I mean, so many people would say, like, I would never, ever go back to being a teenager with all the insecurities and the constant comparisons with everybody trying to fit in or stand out or like compare their clothes or their, I don't know, all kinds of stuff. I would like for you to revisit the most uncomfortable parts of high school regarding how you saw yourself, how you were measured, how you measured yourself against other people. Okay, that was fun, huh? Now, I would like for you to imagine your high school self running your present day portfolio. That would be crazy, wouldn't it? So just move your eyes and picture how it would feel to have that version of you making trading decisions for you and your family's financial future. Okay, I think it's pretty easy to see that that would be pretty disastrous. And yet, life really still is so much like high school. It's like high school with money. And all those people posting online might seem like they have it all together, but they're just as insecure. I mean, if they were secure, they wouldn't be bragging like that. Think about that. So move your eyes now and see how their polished appearances may hide their own struggles. Imagine if you could see all these people out there making so much money, if they're even telling the truth, and imagine that you have x ray vision and you could see through their bullshit. Go ahead and take a look. All right, deep breath. Even I sometimes have to remind myself to judge myself based on who I am as a person, how good of a person I am, and how much did I serve people today. Instead of superficial standards, I mean, a lot of people I know have nicer stuff than I do. Um, Hopefully not for long. I'm gonna get rich and buy a whole bunch of stuff and then screw those people. I'm just kidding. But can you try to put yourself in a position right now where you can judge yourself based on the content of your character? Let's have you do that right now, please. And if you do notice anxiety just kind of melting away and you need to do another set, then just go back and do another set. So just like take one or two sets of eye movements right now and judge yourself on the content of your character and let all that bullshit just melt away, please. One time I was out to dinner with my family and I said, I might be making a lot more money pretty soon. And how is that going to be different? What are we going to do with that? Is it going to be great? And then they all thought, like my wife and my three kids, and they're like, uh, I don't know. I guess I don't know. I don't see how it'd be much different. And I kind of got mad at them because like I wanted to be the hero, you know? I mean, ideally, your family doesn't need saving. You're probably doing a decent job if they don't need saving. But I ended up getting mad and telling them they're all going to kiss my ass someday, which, I mean, the reason I bring that up is because even if that were true, like, what if I was one of those a-holes who made tons of money and then lorded it over other people, including my wife and kids? That would still be such an insecure existence, wouldn't it? Because your worth is only as much as you have stuff or have power. And that's just an ugly way to be. I mean, I don't know if you're like that now. I hope not. But I would like for you to move your eyes and realize that, you don't have to you don't have to do anything in order to be loved by the people who do love you. Like, people are admired for what's perfect about them. They're loved for what's imperfect about them. I like that. So anyway, go ahead and please consider all that stuff I've just been rambling about. How it's so insecure, even if you were winning the game, even if you were winning at social media and then broadcasting it for everybody else to see, it would still life would still suck for you. All right. So now I'd like for you to imagine as like one picture, like a snapshot of the insecurity, like one picture that represents the insecurity that either other people have or that you have. And imagine that the ball is a paintbrush and you can use whatever color you want, as much paint as you need, but let's just paint over that whole picture. Okay. So, and if you need to do more than one set, by all means, go ahead and do that. But just paint over the images that represent all that insecurity for you, please. All right, good job. Take a deep breath. And now here's your chance to replace that image of all those online idiots with something more meaningful. Or, of course, your own insecurity if that's what you were focused on last time. But let's replace it with something that truly matters to you. It could be a reminder of why you trade, or a picture of someone important who loves you no matter what, no matter how well your trading is going. So move your eyes as you visualize this new empowering image. All right, good job. Take a deep breath. And now, please take any possible leftover distractions or comparisons and lock them in a box. And then take that box and lock it in the bottom drawer of your dresser, or bury it somewhere, or burn it, or, well, just put it away for now. So move your eyes and see yourself safely compartmentalizing these issues and emotions. All right, so we're doing a lot of deep work to help you to get rid of these insecurities that you might have, or just these messages that are assaulting you all the time. And we're doing it in a way that you're going to be able to passively just resist this stuff. So it's better than somebody just telling you like, oh, don't pay attention to that, and then thinking that you're going to be able to just do it. So I would like for you to, at this point, imagine yourself starting to become influenced, starting to be tempted, for example, to compare yourself to somebody, and then being able to bring it back and to imagine yourself being grounded and focused instead. So don't even think about how you might react. Think about how you want to react in the future when faced with these issues. All right. Now, let's have you talk directly to the voice in your head that says that you're falling behind. What would you want to say to it? What would you want to hear back? Move your eyes and interact with this voice. Come to some kind of understanding with this voice. Good job. We're almost done for today. So let's have you imagine yourself in a magical apothecary, like in a Harry Potter movie. So like a store, in the like with all these potions representing qualities that you want, like maybe peace or confidence or skill, and just choose whichever potions that you need, and you can go ahead and take them. They're free. Drink them, and then feel the effects take hold. So go ahead and watch the ball and just indulge yourself and take all this goodness in. All right. And you can take these vials of potions with you to use them whenever you need them in the future. But I would like for you to picture a bridge that leads to the future and cross over it while you're moving your eyes, taking with you all the strength and the calm that you've cultivated in this session. Deep breath. And now for this last set, please assume that this session will help you to let go of social media and market noise. And you don't need to fully believe it, but you have to be open to the possibility and to want it to happen. And if this did work, imagine how much money it could potentially save or earn you over your trading career. Think of a number and let that feeling of confidence and control wash over you. All right. Great job today. You can revisit this session anytime you need to refocus and to let go of distractions. Happy trading and keep moving forward with confidence.